Right, today I'm going to show you how to iron a shirt. Now, running a shirt company, I think I've ironed a fair few shirts. Ironing is a chore. If you can afford it, throw them to your dry cleaners. Let them have the headache of ironing shirts. But if you want to save a bit of money, you want to do it yourself, and this is how. So the first thing you need to do is set your environment. What I would do is turn on your TV, make yourself a drink, and get set up for a long haul. So you need to make sure you've got a good ironing board, a good ironing board cover. Then recommend getting some of this. This is ironing water, so it goes in this part of the iron. You can use water, you use everyday tap water, but this is really cheap as well. It's like 80p for, what's that, probably a litre, 80p a litre, and you don't have to spend ages descaling your iron. First things first, let's whack some of this in the iron. I've got a shirt here that needs ironing. This shirt a bit creased. Anyway, it is now anyway. What you also might want is one of them spraying things, you know, and put some of this ironing water in, and if your iron is not producing enough steam to get all the creases out, just get a bit of that spray on top of the fabric when you're ironing it. So for temperature wise, you need to put it on 100% cotton, which is quite hot, and then just make sure that your steam is set to max, because some of these creases can be quite hard to get out, so you need as much steam as possible. So that's the equipment. Now it's all in the technique. I always start off with the left arm, give that a little spruce up. Okay, go right to the edges, turn it over, redo these bits here near the cuff. They can get quite creased. Flatten out the cuff itself and just go around it. Try to avoid putting any creases here, so do this carefully. The left side, give that a little whiz. Flip that round, finish off this front of the shirt. Then I go round to the back. Important to flatten it all out and whiz over that. Bring it along a little bit, and then continue. And finally, the last part of the back, make sure every bit gets its fair share of ironing. Let's have a little drink. We're on to the front, the other side, the button side of the front, and then go through the buttons. Don't iron over the buttons, just go through them gently. Sometimes buttons can be quite delicate. You don't want them falling off or breaking. Move that around so that you get the whole of the front. Then we need to do the final arm. There we go. Iron right up to this edge and all the way down to the cuff. Then carefully pick your shirt back up, turn it over, and we need to do again exactly the same thing. Just go around the cuff gently, avoiding going over these buttons. Check there's no creases on the underside. There normally is a few just here, so you can iron those out. Give them a little extra attention. The final bit is the yoke, which is this part of the shirt that goes over the shoulders. Go over the edge of the ironing board. Just ensure you don't make any extra creases in the other parts of the shirt that you've already ironed, and just go over one half and then flip it around and then go over the other half. And one last piece to iron is the collar. On the underside of the collar, just iron flat, and then making sure you fold the collar and iron where the collar would naturally fold. I would do this quite gently. There's no point in pushing too hard down at this point. Let the steam do its work rather than the iron plate. So there you go. That's it, the perfectly ironed shirt. So now you just need to get your hanger and hang it up. So once you hung it up, any tiny little creases you got left should just fall out, and that's it. Perfect, done.